Welcome back to the news at 10. Providing total oral and body care has been the objective of Colgate Palmolive Company since 1806. And this has informed its latest move with the unveiling of a multi-active toothpaste with a 12-hour protection warranty against plaque that causes tooth decay. The launch of this new toothpaste was held at the Eco Hotel and Suites in Lagos and had members of the Nigerian Dental Association in attendance. Our correspondent Oreolua Shonibare reports.
Taking care of the mouth is a daily task. With an estimated number from 100 million to 1 billion bacteria on each tooth, dietary sugars. Oral care is not to be taken lightly. And for over 200 years, Colgate has been involved in the business of ensuring that teeth and ultimately the entire body are properly maintained. That role is being reiterated here in Lagos, where a new oral care product is being launched. The executives of Colgate take turns to explain the importance of oral care and the company's contributions.
This is what's new, it's new patent technology, and we're really happy to launch it in Nigeria simultaneously with South Africa, so it's the first two African countries we launched this product in.
What we are able to do is we actually acids caused by sugar is actually neutralized with our toothpaste so that the mouth is healthy and we don't have cavity formation happening in the mouth because of sugar.
When you talk about trust, dependability and reliability, that's Colgate, which is why globally we are the leading company with over 40% market share. So you can bring all of that heritage into Nigeria, and you really have to trust that brand.
This dance performance is a reminder of how much fun bacteria are having in the mouth. For this dentist, the product is a winner.
And with this new toothpaste that they've come out with, I think they've even got a new winner. For myself, I'm a pedodontist, which is a children's dentist, and they were the first to be able to make toothpaste specific for children. So Colgate is a good brand, and we welcome them in Nigeria.
First impressions are everything, and Colgate is set to continue in its quest to help establish and maintain relationships by providing the best body and oral care products. Orolu Ashonibare, Channels Television News.
First Bank. You first.
Welcome to Business News. The President has given the assurance that his administration will continue to implement private sector-friendly policies for the development of the economy. Dr. Goodluck Jonathan gave this assurance today in Lagos when he officially commissioned the XGen trading platform at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Our correspondent, Tempo Ashaju, reports.
It's a full trading floor as the president arrives to formally launch the trading engine of the stockbrokers. Warmly welcomed by the operators, the president started by explaining how his visit fulfills his yearning for an interactive session with the operators.
I was to be with you 2 years back when you celebrated the 50th anniversary. We did everything, but somehow I missed the opportunity. So what I missed 2 years back, I'm getting it today.
And just before the launch, the president speaks on how his administration will continue to implement business-friendly policies for the private sector and aid market stability.
Because of the drop in the price of oil, the activities impact on the economy a little, and the stocks dropped from about 14 trillion to about 10.3 trillion. But still, to me, as the president, I'm still happy because when we came on board about 2010 to 2011, it was about 6.5 trillion. But before we implement any key decision, we make sure that it's well filtered through the private sector operators.
He sounded the closing gong and thereafter met with some companies' executives with his economic management team. Some of the major issues addressed were his plans for mandatory listings, capital control, and the 2015 budget.
We are working hard to make sure that companies are supposed to list. And that is the only way Nigerians can participate in some of these companies. And the next 4 years, we'll look at it. It's a delicate area. This government don't want to do things that will injure the private sector. And that is why even our economic management team within key players in the private sector to work with government.
He also spoke about the capital market's contribution to the transformation agenda.
We want a robust capital market, a strong capital market that will be able to fund major programs of government, the rail system, major road infrastructure, that will bring about the gas infrastructure, and other areas, even some aspects of agricultural revolution. The private sector should be involved, and of course the capital market will provide that platform.
He's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Capital market operators and investors are optimistic that these visits and assurance by the president will renew domestic investors' appetite in the Nigerian stock market. Temple Ashaju, Channels Business News.
In the meantime, the president says a new Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission will come in April. He disclosed this during his visit to the Nigerian Stock Exchange and comes as some capital market operators urge the federal government to appoint a seasoned stock market operator as a replacement for the former Director General, Ms. Aruma Ote.
The Securities and Exchange Commission. I will not give you exact date, but I know that it will not be beyond April, so we must appoint somebody. You are the owners of that, so those of you who have names, just write it and pass on to me, so that I will now subject it to analysis. I don't have anybody in mind, but if you think that there are competent Nigerians that you know, give me the names, we'll consider them, so that probably this is the best place to even collect such names.
Nigeria's President, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. Let's see how the market reacted to that visit. Now, the equities market, supported by gains recorded by some blue chip stocks, eked out a gain of 0.34% in today's session as the exchange played host to President Goodluck Jonathan. And Mwawadu reports that market breadth was negative as there were only 13 gainers to 28 losers.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. I am Anne Mwawadu. Key indicators of the Nigerian equities market turned north today as investors positively affected by the president's visit to the exchange eased off profit-taking. The all-share index added 0.34% to end the day's session at 30,973.80. Market breadth was negative as there were only 13 equities that recorded gains. Heavyweights Guarantee Trust Bank and Dangote Cement were among the top three gainers, adding 77 and 45 kobo each to their share price. And at the end of the session, there were 28 price laggards led by Guinness, Unilever and Better Glass. Owando, FBN Holdings and UBA were the three most actively traded stocks today. After the president rang the closing gong, volume of shares traded was lower than 333.43 million shares exchanged by investors in 4,252 deals valued at 4.36 billion naira. That's it on the Stock Market Report. I am Anne Mwawadu.
Well, the Central Bank of Nigeria has reaffirmed its commitment to empower and mentor youths for positive contribution to economic growth and development of the country. The Deputy Governor, Corporate Services of the Apex Bank, Mr. Adebayo Adelabu, who spoke at a youth financial literacy program in Abuja, pointed out that the Apex Bank will continue to fulfill its promise of ensuring financial literacy for Nigerians, especially young people. Our correspondent, Gloria Umiezuki, reports.
This is not the usual subject these students at the Junior Secondary School Wuse Zone 3 Abuja are used to. For the first time, they are learning about financial literacy from experts accompanied by officials of the nation's Apex Bank. The Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Adebayo Adelabu, took the students through the processes of how to make, invest and protect money.
200,000 for one flat. If you have 4 flats, how much is that? 4 flats is what?
After an hour of thorough explanations on money-making techniques, among other things, the students threw up questions for clarification.
I'm interest trading. We have a lot of insurance company, but sir, which one is the best?
My question is, does the CBN Bank protect the money of the nation or allows people to save the money in the CBN Bank?
A bank customer must be protected. There should be a place you can run to and report a bank that has maltreated you. Either by denying the money you have with them, by reducing it, or by charging you wrong interest rates, or by not giving you interest and you're entitled to.
The Deputy Director and Head of Consumer Education, Consumer Protection Department, said the annual exercise has yielded positive results among the youths so far.
We want them to imbibe savings habit so that when they are able to grow up, they will carry on with this kind of habit and it will make them to become strong members of society because they will be able to control their financial decisions.
The principal of the school used the opportunity to ask for support for the school.
We also want to strengthen, because of this, we want to strengthen the Junior Achievers Club so that this outreach program will be part of our school community. We will incorporate it in most of our programs.
The Central Bank of Nigeria Financial Literacy Initiative is an integral part of the nation's commitment to boost growth and development, even as it joins the global community in the commemoration of the 2015 Global Money Week. Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.
Well, that's it on Business News for tonight. Gimba returns in just a moment with the rest of the news at 10.
First Bank. You first.
And still ahead on the news at 10. With the draws concluded, all is now set for the Lagos preliminaries of the Channel's National Kids Cup. That's the sports news. Stay with us.